again. It's been a while, so Debbie should be joining us pretty soon. And just wanted to touch base with you guys. I've had a lot of good responses on a lot of my different videos, and I was just hoping to touch base with you guys, see what you're up to, and hopefully I can start going live a little bit more for you guys. And let's see. Oh my gosh. So letting people log in to the algorithm, people are getting notified, but I am here for you. And if there's anything you guys would like to talk about, just let me know. I will make special videos for you guys. And I had a great day today. I'd love to know what you guys did. I'll be going to Amsterdam and Paris pretty soon. So I had the family over, the families of the students that came over. And like I said, I haven't been live in a while. We had a fantastic following. I'd like to get it back up. So hit that notification bell to be notified of when I go live. And I'll be going to Amsterdam, Paris, Belgium, and London. So I will be posting different videos of like the Eiffel Tower, hopefully Anne Frank's annex of where she lived during a really crazy time. And is that Debbie who popped in? So I got my glasses on. I hate having to wear glasses, but I was out at the beach all day. I'd love to know what you guys did, and I posted some videos that had a spiritual component. A friend of mine was over, and we were talking about the different trials that she's going through, and I just have a little insight that I'd like to share with you guys on why I think bad things happen to good people. And it's kind of a positive thing. It's kind of positive, even though it doesn't feel like it. So I can't see who that is. Let me see if I tap on that. Does it tell me? So you guys got to say hello to me so I know who's here. Feel free to interact with each other. Let me know what you guys would like to talk about. But she has been struggling with some things. And I know sometimes we get all down and out. Like, why is this happening to me? Why me? Why is my life so screwed up? Why is it that things aren't working out? Now, there are a lot of us that are good people. But I think when you start thinking about the spiritual component of it, of how that helps us to heal, to become our whole self. I know I've studied psychology, and I actually took a break from my master's program. I got a 4.0, I was doing really, really good, but I don't like some of the things that they're trying to push, some of the agenda behind it. And I see lots of people, oh my gosh, Groovy Jams. Junior, how are you guys? Thanks for joining in. Hit that like button. Hellcat Eddie, thank you for saying hi. Who am I talking to? I am talking to you, L4, and also Groovy Jams. Heal what? Hello, there you go. But yeah, I'm talking about thank you for that like. Oh, you guys are awesome. And number one. Thank you, Junior. So the spiritual component is what they don't talk about. And you guys are great. We're getting a lot of people. Hello. It feels so good to go live again. I was going live like a couple hours a night, and I have nice teeth. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you subbed. Thank you for that. We're talking about whatever you guys want to talk about, but my channel deals with narcissists, mental health, mental illness, and just having good relationships, some of our inner struggles. And Debbie is here. Debbie's been a supporter. How many years now? Caleb, thank you for joining in. Let's talk about psychopaths. Yeah, let's do it. Is it Za? That's a cool name. Ron is here. Hello. And you're going to get me famous. I love it. Nah. You know what? So, Deal says, hey, I hope you aren't using what? What are you talking about? Using what? You like my hairstyle. Thank you. What do I do about being disabled? How are you disabled? We can talk about that. And thank you for subbing, Ron. I appreciate seeing you. And hello, gorgeous Del Toro. Oh, I like that name. Naya, hello to you. So psychopaths are born, and sociopaths, kind of due to their trauma, are made over time. I'm from Michigan and Indiana, the great US of A. What about you guys? Comment where everybody's from. I'm so beautiful and gorgeous. Aw, thank you, Bendal. I like that name. Ron, you're leaving? What? Bye. Well, thanks for joining in. I'm Cynthia. I forget, it doesn't always pop up. Cynthia Schiller. So, and Junior, little GS. Hey, Janaya? Janela? Is it Janela? Janela? Hey, I have woke. I'm wrong. You're from California. Talk about spiders. You want me to go through my house? I got bit by a, what do they call, brown recluse spider, and it actually started eating through. Am I some kind of psychiatrist? I am certified to teach psychology at the high schools. I've taught psychology, so I am certified in the state of Michigan for that. Also, I've been working on my master's, got a 4.0, but I had started the video out saying that I kind of took a break from it because I don't like the agenda and I don't like the fact the spiritual component is missing. And that's what I started this chat out. And somebody said that they want to talk about psychopaths. We can do that from Mexico. Oh my gosh. I teach English as a second language, and I'm switching over to a new school where most of my students will be Spanish speaking. So Richmond, Virginia. Oh, I bet it's beautiful there. And from California. I lived in California for a little bit of time. Up in Sacramento, visited LA, and little G's. It says not really. Debbie, Wisconsin. Got to get myself to the Wisconsin Dells. How far are the Dells from you? Caleb says, well, I was born with a slight case of a brain tumor, and I can't really walk, and I've been bullied basically all my 6th through 8th grade years. It's tough, but honestly, I don't overthink it. So yeah, if you've had a brain tumor, did they remove it, or is it still there? Sometimes that can put pressure on the brain or damage parts of the brain. And depending on where that was within your brain will affect different things, whether it's fine motor skills or thinking, empathy, all those kind of things. And you can't really walk. So I see you say 6th through 8th grade. I don't know how old you are now. How old are you now? And has that brain tumor gone away? So psychopaths and sociopaths are both born. I love it. Yeah, all right, you got me on that one. Okay, yeah, I love it. Black Squad says, what's about California? Just somebody was from California. I also lived in California. And tell me where you're from. Ben Bell's from Richmond, Virginia. And Beat, nice to see you. Already? Little G says, but you can call me Nyla, and you're from Puerto Rico. Oh, it looks so beautiful there. I have some friends that are from there, and they go back and forth. I don't know what that is, Junior. What is that? I don't know what that is. So you're 13, and you're 15. So yeah, dealing with bullying a lot of times is to just stay true to yourself, to know whatever it is that they're saying is dealing with their own insecurities or their own way of being uncomfortable. Maybe they don't know what to say to you, so they tease you instead, or maybe they have a fear that they won't be able to walk one day, so they it's kind of like a coping mechanism, or they feel that they're going to be bullied in some way and they're trying to deflect the attention onto you, kind of as a scapegoat. So just stay true to yourself, nobody is perfect. We all have either flaws or struggles, and just do the best that you can and just stay strong and just realize that shows their insecurities. Don't let them bring you down to their level. Antisocial personality disorder. We could talk about that too, because the sociopathy and the lack of empathy that people go through. I binge watch like crime TV, and there was this one teenager. She was 17 years old, and she set up, her brother was dating her friend, okay, which is, I think they became friends because she was dating the brother, but then this other girl comes in and she's messing around with the brother, and she's kind of being loyal to her friend, the girlfriend, and they end up like enticing the girl to come over, and they actually like beat the girl too. And just a lack of remorse and like laughing and just they had the in the interrogation room, they had the camera on her, and she's talking under her breath. You can hear what she's saying, and it's so cold and callous. And she's concerned how she looks, and she's singing. Bye, Junior. Thanks for joining in. You are 54. I am 54. I'll be 55 in just a few weeks. And you're from Miami. Oh my gosh, I made it just to the tip of Miami. I was down on like Hollywood and Fort Lauderdale. No, I did go to Miami. I did go to a mall in Miami. 2 hours, about 2 hours away. Maybe we can meet there one day. Why a soul survivor name? Good question. Soul, like, our inner being. Because if you've been in narcissistic relationships, they try to squash your soul. It's almost like they also give you the silent treatment, makes you feel dead inside. And our soul, mine's not going to get beat down. I'm going to live my authentic self, and I believe that we have a soul. So just a survivor, a beautiful soul that survived. And Jason says, do you know how to catch you sneak up on it? Oh, I get it. A really rare kitty. You sneak up on it. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. Caleb says, it's still here. However, I have implants to help it. I've had 13 surgeries in total. Oh my goodness. The implants, how do they help it? I've had like expanders, but not in my brain. Nope, I don't go. Thank you though. And Groovy Jam says hi, hello. Thank you, Angela, for the thumbs up. Oh my gosh, the more you guys comment, the more you guys, hit that like button. This is a dude. Hi, I'm a girl. I'm a girl. Max says hi, and channel subscribe. You guys are awesome. I don't know. Oh, you guys are silly. Hi, Max Flora. And you're 7. Logan, are you really 7? What grade are you in? Quick, what grade are you in? Groovy Jams, look at that. Thank you for the heart. You're Algerian. Oh, let's say, Beitul? Am I saying that right? Beitul? Let me know if I said that right. So Caleb and Zayden, we kind of talk about grown-up stuff, so you might want to go have some fun on a different channel. Del Toro, 39. Typical is 23 or 44. Caleb, you've been harassed in public too as well. Verbally. Okay. Yeah. And how do you feel when that happens? Does it slice through your soul, or are you like whatever? Different people take it different ways, and the stronger that we are, but I know after a while it can wear at you. But we don't want to feed into it either. A lot of times too, when we give attitude back, then it just escalates it. So sometimes you want to squash it, or depending on what they say, there's you can say stuff like, what made you say that? Or kind of turn around on them, like, so you're saying that, and if you put it back on them, sometimes it confuses them, where they expect you to defend yourself, but if you're like, okay, you see I can't walk, okay, and they're like, oh, okay. Kind of like Eminem, how he will own whatever it is that they're saying. I don't know. Leo's asking. Leo, tell me what that is. If you're talking about like a goon, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Go ahead and tell me. Granny. I am a grandma, so that's okay. Caleb, yes, I'm a Leo. I speak too much. Okay. I speak too much? What am I supposed to do? Just sit here? I do want to Use silver polish. I want to polish my silver. Debbie's been here. Debbie, I've been using some of the, I was looking at it today. I just had a party today, so I haven't finished cleaning my kitchen. But I will show you what Debbie got me. It's so sweet, and I just love it. Like, look up here. Do you see how beautiful that is? She gave that to me, and I was like looking at that. It's just so beautiful. So I speak too much? Did I just have an earthquake? My pictures are moving. I moved, sorry. What do you mean I speak too much? What am I supposed to do? You live in France. I'm going to Paris. I'm going to Paris next month. I am going to be in Paris next month. I fell in love with a guy who lives in Gap. Is that how you say it? So Caleb is asking, how's France? So what's it like in France right now? Long time no see, Scarlet Fire. How are you? Yes, it's been a while since I've been on, but I am back. It's turning you on. What's turning you on that I showed you, Debbie's? I'm doing good, Sean. Good to have you here. And Debbie says I'd have to bring the gang with you. I would love to see them. And Scarlet Fire says they do crush your soul. They don't care. So yeah, when we're talking about narcissists, some can have some empathy. Sometimes they can have the cognitive empathy, which is where they learn. But the sociopaths and psychopaths, they don't have empathy. A lot of times they'll have a flat effect, or they'll laugh when they should be either somber or sad. And Richard, oh, sometimes I catch what you guys say, but you retracted your message. But hello, it's okay. Sean says, you know the difference between a hippie chick and a grilled cheese sandwich? The curse, or you mean crust? Oh, you mean crust, don't you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'll let you guys read that. I'm not going to read it out loud. Caleb says it's like a little machine that takes out fluid from the... Oh! Very interesting. So Caleb has a small brain tumor, and it has a machine that takes out the fluid from the brain. It's been a long journey. Oh my goodness. Do you get severe headaches, or are you pain-free with it? I would assume you would get some pretty strong headaches. But has that affected your emotions? Sometimes people that have strokes or closed head injuries, that they will have different emotions. We talked about Phineas Gage in some of my other videos where he had some damage to his brain and he turned into a completely different person. But you've had this since you were born, so may I ask how big it is? So Scarlet Fire says you might not recognize. Oh, and I got to remember, is it Ava? I got to remember. We went through this last time. I remember going through Ava. Ava? You gotta help me out again. Good. Yes, I remember. Yes, we're probably going to go through this every time. Scarlet Fire, nice to have you. Pronounce it E-E or A-A. My deepest, darkest secret. I don't know. I could tell you I dated a guy and I asked that. What he said to me. I don't really have deep, dark secrets. Like, I don't know. The dark triad. Yeah, you got your Machiavellianism, your narcissism. And that's when it's more kind of like sadistic, where it's a lot more extreme. If you notice that there's narcissism is on a spectrum, and some will just some are physically abusive, some aren't. You know, some cheat, some don't. So there are different kinds. And well, Tyson, that's fantastic. And 34 years old. Jebediah, ooh, cool name. I like that name. Deepest, darkest secret. I gotta think on that. Like I said, I'll be 55 next, or this month. No, what month is it? This month. I've never seen The Sea of Thieves. And Sean, oh my goodness. Caleb says, I feel like I'm different, and it basically makes me feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Okay, so you're not wanting to end things, but you feel off, and where I question where I'm supposed to be. Can I tell you a little secret, Caleb? A lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel like either I don't belong or I'm not the same as other people. But that's what's beautiful about being an individual is we are all different. So if you feel different, it's because you are. And I get it. Like, there are times that you can feel awkward in certain situations, or if you're not living your authentic life or what you believe you should be doing. So I definitely don't want to discount what you're saying. And when you say, like, you're not supposed to be here, can you explain that a little bit more? Because I understand the I'm different, but I want you to realize that, you know, we all have a purpose, even if it's something that we can't even see. I know I had a female friend who was like so upset. She started dating this guy who broke up with his girlfriend, and they started dating, and then they broke up. He went back to the first girl, and she was all upset, like, why me? Why does this happen to me? And I had told her, like, a different perspective than what most people bring to the table. As I said, maybe your purpose was kind of like to help them realize that they might have belonged together. Our purpose is not always about ourselves. It's not always something we comprehend. Like, she wasn't comprehending. Maybe that was to help them. And you're a grandpa. Sean, how many grandkids do you have? I don't know what my deepest, darkest secret is. Jebediah, what's yours? No, you know what? I live at a lake house, and I have to update it. So, no, I have a house with a new roof. I finally got a new roof. No, I have beautiful property, and the house is okay. This is, yeah, older paneling, but no, there's my stairs. You don't have stairs in the trailer, so I'm updating right now. But I have to do, this is the order. I have to do the roof. My furnace went out in March, so I got to get a new furnace. I want to do my plumbing. I bought the house that had electrical outlet for the dryer, but there's no like water hookup. And then we're gonna do, I could show you though. I just got my, Debbie, you're gonna flip. I just got my roof fixed. You want to see what happened? There's a tornado that came through. So right here, you can see up there, there, and then in here, and then another place in the next room, and then also upstairs. They walked through my roof when they did the tear off. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now. And then paneling I can deal with right now. If you want to see some wood, I got. I kind of like this wood. I kind of like it, but I don't know. Kind of has a cabin feel. So no, I do not live in a trailer. And Safish? How are you? Am I saying it Safish? How are you? And hello, princess. That's the business. There you go. Oh, Steven. I'm not that old. I still got about 4 more weeks to live. Hello. Con? Is the Con? Con. Take my hat off. I'm not wearing a hat. And you got a new boyfriend. I must be so dumb. He's a total habitual lying narcissist with the emotional maturity of an infant. So how long have you been dating this guy, and are you going to keep him around? Eva. So you're already noticing the red flags. And Michael, no, I'm not. You like my glasses? Thank you, Matt. Say nice things. I don't have a hat on. The AI is broken. I know. Did you see it? I just had a video that got 38,000 views because it was an AI mistake. What I mean is, like, sometimes I feel as if I don't belong in certain places, or places where normal body people are. I can get it. I get it. I was actually in a wheelchair in 8th grade, so I had a little taste of what you were going through. Probably not as extreme. But is it because of the way people treat you? And that's the thing. You know, you belong just as much as anybody else. You know, and the feelings that you're having inside are feelings that you're either allowing or creating. I'm from Michigan and Indiana, and it's Naeem Ahmed. Nice to have you here. What about you, Naeem? Where are you from? Aw, thank you. So Naeem's nice. He's not calling me. Is it he, Naeem? Or is that a girl's name? I have lots of Ahmeds, but the Ahmeds in my classes are man. Is that a male or female man? You're going to give me a like just because. Thank you, Matt. And I don't have to, just in case I die. Oh, Hawaii. Oh, I bet it's beautiful there. Do I have water at my lake? Yes, it's a 96-acre lake. Caleb, you are supposed to be here. Oh, I love that you're saying this. Yes. So Scarlet Fire says, you are supposed to be here. There are no mistakes in the miracles of life. If people are making you feel bad, don't let them. That's a reflection of them, not you. Be kind to others and try. Exactly. So, you don't, okay, change my glasses. Now, if I take them off, I can't see, but I'll change glasses. Here we go. I got so many glasses, it's crazy. Okay, there we go. Is that better? All right. But yeah, that's the thing, Caleb, is our feelings can like distort what reality is. You know, you do belong here, and with everything that you've been through, and it will hit your self-esteem. You know, trying to stay strong through all that. That's where the like spiritual component is. You guys tell me what you believe. Do you guys believe in demons and I don't know, because that's a whole. And Matthew says hello, dear. We got lots of Matts and Matthews. So strawberries, is this better? They're the color of strawberries. Scarlet Fire says to do the right thing, and then you will feel confident and good. Yes, I agree. Just keep being kind and yep, maybe. The latest F1 movie. I don't really sit and watch movies. Like I said, I just watch like criminal stuff or psychology things. I have the news on a lot too. I just like to learn, so I don't know. I've never really been into movies. Matthew says hi. Debbie says za. Caleb says it's mostly the fact that some people make me feel as if I should hate myself. Well, they're wrong. I get it. Yeah. And how often do you have to deal with those people? Sometimes it's hard when they're caregivers or family, but we don't have to allow ourselves to accept their truth. So whether they feel that is how it should be, we need to know better. Thomas, good to have you here. WT, hi babe, how are ya? Thomas, $100, it's not showing up. I'll take that 100. That would be nice. And W. Williams, hey baby, good to have you here. Caleb, I really appreciate the help. This made my whole day, to be honest. Yeah, and like I said, we're here for you. I'm trying to rebuild the community here, so hit that like button, notification bell to get notified, because I took a little bit of a break, but I am back. Who do I find? Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt? What are we talking now? I don't know. I like Tom Cruise in Top Gun, but I'm not attracted to him, but he looked good in Top Gun. Brad Pitt, I don't know. I know what he looks like. I'm probably more drawn to Brad Pitt, but nah. Wonder Bucket, Amos. What is that? Frank, thank you. Why am I not sleeping? Yeah, what time is it? Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you for those thumbs up. I don't know. I'm procrastinating. I had a busy day. I got to drive across state. Debbie says, I looked for a previous viewer that used to be on the channel. Did you see him? Oh, Liliana, such a pretty name. Hi. Debbie says, nowhere to be found. Yeah, I worry about him. I don't know. Liliana says, Liliana. It's Liliana. I'm the best. Aw, thank you. And Scarlett says, oh, each other and vie to get validation from their kids and traumatize them too. I moved in with him. He totally humiliates and just, oh, you moved in with him. I'm going to take off with my dog on foot soon. Scarlett, Eva, how long were you dating before you moved in? I get it. Sometimes we get caught up. How long were you dating him? Debbie says Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He's the best. My ex looks like a white Dwayne Johnson. That's so wild. Yeah. The Rock is, I think, pretty sexy. Sachin? Is that how I say it? Show the feet. You like feet? Oh. I got sparkle shoes on. You want to see my sparkle shoes? Look at that. I got like JoJo Siwa shoes. What do you think about my shoes? Anybody else have glitter shoes? I'm busted. Too much information, but as a counselor, you might find the physical trauma response interesting. About 1 week into moving in, I started having vaginismus so severe it literally locked closed. My girly parts knew before I did. Yeah, and what happens is it's interesting where the muscles can tighten, and yeah, so your body's telling you something. You like my shoes? So I'm not laughing at your thing, but yeah, there are times that your body's just not receptive. Either it'll lock down or dry up, or it's just the physiological responses that can happen. Also, men can have erectile dysfunction because of it, or sometimes in the wrong relationship they might get too like excited instead of like comfortable. So Satine, thank you. Go to the Hill House. I don't know what that means. Can I remove the shoes? Trust your intuition. No, they're keeping my feet warm. It's severe and painful during the day even. So it's not just when you're around him, it's all the time. I don't know what the Hill House means. Is that where Heidi lives? I don't know what the Hill House is. So, yes. Oh, goodness. That's your body, and I bet you if you leave him and after a while, that's probably going to ease up on its own. And KP, good Mr. Cynthia, life coach and sage of heart with wit and wisdom. She doth mend love's bitter art from narcissistic knaves. She frees these with a jest, raising thy spirits high, 'cause she's best. Ah, KP! Thank you. I like that. Did you just write that? Oh my gosh, I could not. This is a group chat, not can I see chat, but they're sparkle shoes. I didn't show them my feet, but I couldn't resist. I love glitter. Like, here's my blanket right here. God, I love glitter. So, but, yeah, it's good to have you guys. And I also, I'm Braden, first time here. Oh, Braden, nice to have you here. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit the notification bell to be notified of when I am here. Zah says, is it true narcissists are emotional vampires? They are, because that's when you start walking on eggshells. Your brain is trying to figure out what is safe to say, what isn't, how to keep the peace. And thank you, Braden. How was I going to say? Okay, so the other thing too, like if I say hello to you and you give it back to me, it's an exchange of energy. We both feel good. Hello, hello. How are you today? I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good. And that's like a good exchange. Just like if you're also with the silent treatment, it makes you feel dead inside after so long. And it starts rewiring your brain. It causes brain damage. And even if you think about it, like waiting in line, after a while, you're like, is anybody going to serve me? Like at the bank, is it ever going to be my turn? And you're just waiting and waiting. You're wasting your life. And that's what it's like with a narcissist is you try and you try and you think of everything to do to make things better. And when you do that, it actually makes it worse. So you try harder. It doesn't get through your head because of the brain fog or the false promises, the future faking. And, oh, Angela, hello from Canada. I went to school. I took some college classes over in Canada. So my Canadian friends have a special place in my heart. Debbie says, I'm not afraid of any narcissist. Well, that's good, but we also have to be very aware that they're very sneaky sometimes. So sometimes we got to be careful because they can snap. And it's okay to be afraid of them. Keeps us awake. So Coco Pop, I'm glad you said that. Yes, not all narcissism is bad. Just like, if I'm helping you guys and I'm giving you money, I'm lending you money, or I'm helping pick up your kids, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but I'm foregoing what I need. So if I was to say, look, I can't get you kids today, I can't help today, that's me taking care of myself. That's me focusing on me. Because if we don't have that, it's going to destroy us, Or sometimes too, let's say you had 2 kids, or there's times you have to choose between different situations too. Casper, what do you think about that? So I am a survivor. Am I feeling okay? You got your ups and downs. I'll be honest about that. But Cocoa Puff, great point. Scarlet Fire says this child's favorite tactic is the silent treatment. The silent treatment will drive you crazy. So yeah, I don't know how the Canadians feel. I don't think the Canadians want to be a part of America. They just want to be friends with us. So Angela says not going to happen. Canada is free. Yeah, I didn't think they would want. There's I don't know. I liked going to Canada, which is good. Got to take care of yourself sometimes. So am I a doctor? No, I am certified to teach psychology. I've been working on my master's in psychology. Certified life coach, hypnotist, on and on about the different certifications that I have. Charles says, good for you, sister. Yeah. Zah says, I think he means having a healthy ego is healthy. Yeah, sometimes too we have to have confidence, just like I like Taylor Swift. I don't know if you guys do, but she believed in herself, okay? Whether you like her music or not, okay? She believed in herself. And if she would have listened to everybody, Elvis went through this too. Elvis got denied by 3 record labels. And when you believe in yourself, even people think it's delusions of grandeur, but if she didn't have that healthy dose of narcissism, like, no, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, Mom and Dad, I need you to go with me, and this and that, and she's worldwide now. So her taking care of herself and believing in herself, but have I ever read any books by Robert Greene? I believe I've done some, pull out information, but not a full book. So Angela says, not really, we get worried about you guys down there in America as our brothers. So get worried about us, that we're okay, or that we're going to do something bad? What do you mean by that? What did I survive from? Narcissistic abuse is what this is about, but I did post a video earlier today about I am a burn victim. I caught on fire when I was 5 at my 5th birthday party. I'm eating my hair. And then, looking back, there's been a couple times that I almost died. I've been in a car accident. One, I was bleeding out during a miscarriage. I was 45 minutes from dying, but this deals with narcissistic abuse, and the future faking where, I sold all my stuff twice to be with this person. And I like how you say that because I probably said it that way, Angela. I don't say, no, I said I got caught on fire. Yes, I was burned. And I can pronounce it the right way now. My mom's Dutch, and it happened when I was 5 years old. And we had these little tags on our bathing suits. So I had to show, it was a monokini, so I had a cutout and I have a scar right there. Sorry I didn't do my nails. I did them last night, but I've been working. So I would tell people I got borned. And they're like, you were born? I'm like, I got borned. So I say I caught on fire. But W. Williams, hey, baby girl. So why don't I love you anymore? 847. I of course do. So the barbecue exploded. But I just had an accent. I had my mom's accent. So I was trying to tell people I was burned, but I said I was born. So they thought I was born, and they were making fun of me. So Scarlett says, I understand it would not be an official medical advice and all that. For, what did I miss? Oh, Coco Buff says, self-awareness is very good for building a harmonious way of being. And I'm seeing more and more the self-aware, whether it's putting up boundaries or understanding who we are or realizing what our needs versus wants are. I think sometimes people get caught up in their wants. Like I want him to call me right now. I want him to call me every 2 days or this or that. Sometimes we have to give people the space to show up with who they're going to be. And could I possibly have a private chat with you sometime soon? You'd like my input about some things. Yes, Eva. Yes, when do you want to do that? You meant from Trump. Okay, I get it. Coco Buff says, I watch a lot of Alan Watts and After School. What do you like about After School? And Joel, respectfully, what do you say, Joel? Did I miss something, Joel? I think I did, Joel. Respectfully. And Rebecca, good to have you here. Coco Puff says, it's so fun to say. Being is better than want. Love is not a gift, but a way of being. I am love. Oh, that's pretty deep. Yeah, to where that's when you become whole. A lot of people really struggle to attain that. But when you are whole within yourself, you kind of radiate love, you feel love, you're full. You're not searching, you're not manipulating to receive attention. Denzel says, it was actually rug burns. That was a crazy night. Ha 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 ha. Silly boy. Cray Cray, how are you? Rick, hello, hello. Coco Puff says, holistic. Cray Cray says, yeah, praise God, praise God. Holistic healing, yeah, I feel that they over-medicate, maybe sometimes with like some schizophrenia. I still am studying that because I've seen some people post that like their spiritual journey and they've been relieved from this, but I don't know enough to say about that. But I think we do over-medicate people to where they're not healing. They're surviving, but they're not healing. And you have to go through the uncomfortable stages. Just like I had a broken leg, and it took me close to a year. I can't remember exactly how long, but almost a year before I had the surgery. I was terrified of having this surgery. And I finally had it, and then I was able to heal. It was, I wish my phone was on a tripod. Okay, so I'm going to put it here. Let's see. All right, so there we go. That might work. Okay, so your ankle, you have like right here. Okay, this part right in here. You have like a bone that kind of flips over. Most people it's kind of like this, and your foot. But mine kind of cups over, and so when I stood up, I broke this piece of my the bone. And so I had this piece floating around, and it took me forever before I would have that surgery. Sometimes we're afraid of the pain that it's going to take to heal. And that's kind of like when taking medication. We're not learning how to deal with the anxiety or the depression. Now, there are times you might need to use it during severe cases, but this is just my opinion for entertainment purposes only. Do not use this as medical advice because I got to leave a little disclaimer. And you can still believe. Yes, Lucifer. Oh, Lucifer. Oh, my goodness. Cray, cray. Look at that, the lightning bolts. Coco Puff says, hate by nature is separation. I like the way you think, Coco Puff. Dualistic worldview, everything is connected. I just connect and be loved always. I love that. And that's Elisa Frank. Elise Frank fracture. Is it? Yeah, so that's what I had. I think it's 8% of people have that little lip on their joint, and I have. Oh, cray. Shout out to Lucifer. If that's just your name, is believe in Jesus, rapture soon. Oh, so Lucifer, I find this interesting that you is that your given name or is that a name you chose? And Rick Wallace is here. So, oh, no one. Said no one ever. Lise Frank? Lise Frank. It's probably French, right? Lee, is Lee try to remember. Furry Lee, what does that mean? Lee means something. Yeshua's teaching, plus my language is holistic. Oh, Cherokee. Very cool. I'd like to know more about the Native American, the Cherokee, the different tribes that are out there. And yes, Cray Cray says, shout out to Coco and Native culture. So how do you feel? Can I ask? And if it's too much, you can tell me no. How do you feel? Do you feel like God is Mother Nature? Do you feel, well, you say Yeshua. So do you believe in one God? Like Jesus also? Or what are your beliefs? Its existence itself. Okay. Yeah, because I believe in Jesus. I know like Judaism is almost the same as Christianity, except how they see Jesus. And I know I have some Arabic students, some Muslim students, and they believe in Jesus, but not the way I do. Asher, you're an atheist. What do you think happens after life? I'm thinking, I'm so tired. Yes, Yeshua is Jesus. You're right. Yahweh, Yeshua. Okay. Sorry. It's late. What time is it? Debbie, what time is it? And add an hour. I'm sorry. You're right. Ay. Coco. I got my Bible right here. Do you see my Bible? That was left with the house. So my Bible is right in front of me. Scarlet Pie says, not sure. That's a break right behind your toes. Oh, no. Hardest to heal. I had that. Well, I've had so many breaks. I had a lady fall on my foot. And like, you see that tendon right there? The bone under there on my foot, like that area, completely separated. I had to have a pin put in this way, pin put in that way. No, it's a different one, but I think that might have been the one I had. 12:21 your times. Oh, is it 1:20 or 12:21? 12:21 for me. Coco says there's a big difference in English versus Aramaic and Cherokee. I bet. Many words have no actual translation. And yeah, we have to be really careful too on some of the different, just like, as an example, if they didn't have a word for murder, or if they didn't have the difference between like kill and murder is profound. But yeah, as an example, if you say one word instead of the other, and sometimes when you translate, they might pick the wrong one or they reword it. Sometimes it's just that little tiny thing. And also subjective and objective. Yes. You know, you could say it was a beautiful light, and your vision will be different than a pretty light. And over time, you're like, yeah, it's just pretty, as opposed to beautiful and breathtaking. So sometimes that makes a difference in how people decide on what to believe in. It's just the strength of the words. What do you think about how they call it spelling? Have you seen those videos where they're like, words cast spells, and also numerically, the numerology, all that kind of stuff. 2019, the assault you had. Oh my God. Yeah, Scarlet Fire. 17 broken bones. How horrible. I'm so sorry for that. Cocoa Puff says, many things Yeshua spoke of was mystical, metaphorical. Yeah, and spells for spelling. Yep. There's videos. I wish I could remember all of them, all the things that they said. Jeez. I find words. Oh, this was like on the different music that's out there. EDT, Eastern. Okay. 1223. EST. Thank you. It's like code. It is like code. Hebrew is coded. Hebrew also drops the vowels, don't they? They don't use the vowels. To universal harmony. Yeah, and I wish life was easier. Things are getting scary. Things are getting a little bit crazy. And yeah, the metaphorical, sometimes, that's why really studying the Bible, or even the different, like the Torah, the Quran, anything that you're going to follow, to really study it, really understand it, because sometimes people take it out of context, and that's when things get dangerous. So low frequency, I think there's something to frequency. English is coded too. Yeah. Yep. And even you know, like the sound waves. Well, orange, that's great. You're so silly. I'm eating my hair tonight. But yeah, tomorrow I gotta drive cross state, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna pop over to TikTok. Eva, I only have 15% remaining. Dang it. Word is sound, and sound is frequency. Frequency is everything. Frequency does affect us. Is it key jaws? How would that be? We all go crazy. Going crazy for God is the way to go, in my opinion. Yep. Going crazy. I agree. Scarlet Fire says, my BA is in biblical studies, but I'm leaning towards the concept that we manifest our realities is why we have different concepts. So, yeah, I struggle with this manifestation, because manifestation does work. But it's interesting how, in order for manifestation to work, you got to believe in the outcome before it even happens. That's something that Eva, I hope that we will talk about that in a different live, to where we really get into that, because I've put it to the test, and manifestation can be powerful, but it's also like I feel that having faith is what we need. And by having that faith is what manifests it. So, but you have to really believe it. You have to really believe it. And that's where the faith comes in too. Yeah, the different concepts. Nope, I'm not Down syndrome. Are you? I am 6'1" though, but I'm a girl. No God. No God? You don't believe in God? Chris, can you manifest me? I have to believe it though, and I don't believe that's going to happen. That's the problem. Maybe if I believed it, would you pay me? Yes, I'm a life coach. Consciousness is all one. We are all one. We all affect each other. I'll agree with that part. Even just the tiniest things. It's amazing how the trickle down thing, you know. So I'm not married, but if I got in a fight with my husband, then he goes to work and he yells at the secretary comes home and she burns dinner, and then her and her husband get in a fight, and the husband yells at the kid, and the kid goes to school and the kid yells at the teacher, and blah, blah, blah. Like, it can go worldwide just from one little thing. Oh, I was talking about Sally. Yeah, they're kind of Sally Jesse. Oh no, did I go there? But I was watching a Sally Jesse Raphael. Debbie, you can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. You can't hear me. What happened? Give you a chat in return. You can teach me what some call aura, but I can see it in sound. Oh, some people can see that. Okay, so let me get 2 more likes so I know you can hear me. Somebody, or tell me you can hardly unsee it. Thank you, Clown's Dad. You can hear. Okay, Debbie, you might have to log out. Oh, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I saw a video, spiders see in sound. Interesting. Some spiders anyway. I know that they would navigate. Do they actually visually see though? I'm sure they would navigate, kind of like that echolocation. What a beautiful name. Go away. Oh. Chris says, how do I manifest my teeth so white? I had clear braces for a while in like teenage years, and I would never eat stuff that would stain my teeth. And so I would drink, back then I drank Diet 7-Up. I did not eat pizza, did not eat like spaghetti or drink grapefruit juice, anything like that. So I'm very conscious on my teeth. Plus, I would brush them like all the time. And 847, the last time, I can't tell you. Coco says, take all colors you know, multiply them by 9. That's rainbow shrimp. They see way more. Oh. Oh, I see. Huh. Just like the dinosaurs, they saw ultraviolet lights that we can't see. I thought you were being silly on that one because of the rainbow, but yeah, there's a lot of colors that we can't see. Even some of us, even just us humans, like some of you might see more colors than I do. But yeah, as far as this whole spectrum that's out there, things that we can't see, even sounds that we can't hear. My dog can hear sounds that I can't. Chris says, seriously, the reflection of them is blinding. But my glasses? I can't read without them. I don't know what to do. Is that bad? I don't know. I know it sucks. Is that what you're talking about, my glasses? I know. I'm sorry. Oh, my teeth? Are you talking about my teeth? I thought you were talking about my glasses. I'm sorry. You want me to eat some pizza? Scarlet Fire says, I've always seen it. It's not always useful, true. Mentally ill project normal-looking energies because they believe their concepts are just. Yeah, they completely believe in what they say. Did any of you see, is his name Carson? What was the little boy's name? I think he was a blonde boy. Little boy, 7 years old? I don't know. Who was like looking up and talking to Jesus. Did you see that? But then he spoke to his dad, and I believe his grandpapa is what he called him. And in the Bible, it says, that we should not be talking to the dead. And I forgot the name. It's not Nemesis. What is the name? not narcolepsy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where kind of like the demons are fooling you. And I wanted to talk about that too. I manifest, Za says she manifests pearly whites using consciousness focus focus. Hey, it worked. 847. Where is 847? Hold on. I've been to, is that South Carolina? Where is 847? Is that a area code? Laser dog. Do a one-arm push-up. Dude. My degree, my initial degree is in criminal justice, and I took the police agility test. Now I'm 6'1", and I'm able to hop over that 6-foot wall, piece of cake. So for women at that time, we got 1 point for 1 push-up, 2 points for 2 push-ups, 3 points if we did 4, and then they had the scale on it. But I was excellent in the running. I was excellent in the dead weight body drag, the 90-pound carry. Push-ups I can't even do with 2 arms, so I am not about to do a 1-arm push-up. No teeth. Where's that? Well, I want to hear your sounds. Coco Puff says that's part of what Yeshua's taught, was becoming aware of the unseen. Ooh. Conduit to heal and be harmonious. Why he could heal others. Some monks do this, I heard from Tibet. Yeah. Yes! Necromancy. Yes, that is exactly what I was talking about. And we have to be careful of that, because there are times things seem so real, but they contradict. Now, what would the purpose in this little boy, what would the purpose in it be? And I think, let's say there are kind of like these demons that are speaking through him. What would the purpose? Because the message he was saying, heaven is beautiful. You get to talk to your family. It's so pretty up there. There's butterflies, and you get to see your loved ones. But the purpose, man, okay, so the purpose is, if it's a demon speaking through him, or some evil entity, is, because this went worldwide, or at least nationwide, that you can talk to dead people. So now, if you go speak to a tarot card reader, or not like a psychic, that you're more likely to believe that the speaker is, the medium is talking to a dead person as opposed to a demon. So even just that little video can get you to believe that you're talking to a family member if you're talking to a medium. And this was one really good point. My father passed away, okay? So let's say I am in this room with a psychic, and she's like, your father says, yes, you should marry this person, okay? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to make the decision, and I'm going to marry this guy. Well, if she's able to talk to my dad, why is my dad not telling me that? So she could be giving me bad advice. I'm going to marry somebody that I shouldn't just because she said it. And that's how they work. I know, check this out. That's what it's like. That's what it's like being tall. Yeah, I don't like being tall. Cover the, oh my gosh. Well, Dookie, I don't know if that's good. But yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, Za. So we've been all over the place talking about a bunch of different things. Coco Puff says, I am legion for we are many, was metaphorical. It was Roman soldier, not an actual demon. Some soldiers do bad stuff. Psychologically, they will mess you up inside. PTSD. The Roman soldier. Tell me more about that. I look unhinged. Why? I'm tired. Do I look tired? I had, oh my gosh, I was scrambling in the heat. I just had my roof worked on. I had people redoing my deck. I had a bunch of people over. My parents from my high schoolers that I'm taking to Europe. So yeah, I'm super, super hit. No, I don't do anything. I did take ibuprofen. I'm dealing with right now. I'm having surgery coming up pretty soon. But no, I might need some. Just kidding. Scarlet Fire says, hi, speaking of Legion. Oh, okay, I get it. Bible story about when he cast all them demons into the swine. Yeah. What do you feel about eating pork? Because I eat pork. What was I going to say to Mr. Palad? I wanted to say something to you. What was it? Oh, as far as like, am I on Adderall? If you watch back in the beginning of the video, I was saying how I do feel that people are over medicated, that they're prescribed too many times. Sometimes people might need it, but I feel if you can deal with your depression or your anxiety, if it's not super severe, that, you know, we have to get to the root cause, not just mask it. So for myself, I'm not a big advocate of that, and that's entertainment purposes only. To teach you harmony inside. Yeah, and that's where you're gonna feel whole. And living in the past, it's hard to let go of the past. Yes, I do. I have 2 grandkids, and they are adorable. I am a grandma. Scarlett says, Coco Pop knows biblical. Yeah, Coco Pop, are you male or female? Yeah, ask. Not that it matters, but yeah, different. Definitely knows. Yeah, excellent. And I've noticed. I did just post somewhat of a religious one today about type A men, if God has helped you through a hard time in your life, and it was nice seeing the people. It's kind of building. That was a good one. But I posted. This was one thing I found extremely interesting. My AI blooper where I just walk into a wall or outside of a plane, that got 28,000 views. I did another one. It's AI, so AI is kind of cool and fun. But I'm standing on a sand mound, and I walk, and it turns me into just this girl walking into a plane. But it doesn't let me onto the plane. So that one, I don't know, almost 7,000 views, 5,000 to 7,000 views. That I almost always I get around 200 to starting to get into the thousands now. I posted a Jesus video where it's Jesus giving me a hug, 17 views. All the others are like 200 and up. Almost very seldom are they that low. And I wonder what the state is. So I was a little refreshed on today's, you know, maybe it was the wrong hashtags or anything like that. But I found it very interesting that the Jesus one only got 17 views. I'm not talking likes, I'm talking views. And so, guys, I've been on for an hour and my battery's about to die. I think I might go over to, and I got lots of people in here right now. Guys, I'm going to try to go live a lot more. Debbie, what do you think? Maybe tomorrow, definitely the night after. I want to spend some more time with you guys, so feel free to hit that like button, notification. You guys are awesome. I don't know. I don't want to leave, but I probably should. All right. If you guys would like to join me over on TikTok, A Soul Survivor on TikTok, A Soul Survivor. And thank you all for all the likes and stuff like that. I will see you over in TikTok or in the next video. Debbie, thanks again. Bye.